Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. We are going to be diving into what your higher self is wanting for you to know right now. The clarity, the guidance from yours truly, Mystic Moon Witch. So we are going to get started. Like I said, this is my time that I'm winding down also as well. So I feel like you guys are just need to give yourself a break. And it's not, don't feel guilty about taking breaks because let me just tell you personally, because that's how we're supposed to be here on my community with you guys, being personal, being vulnerable, and that's something that I've been being able to do that within my journey and my healing journey, that not feeling guilty for taking breaks for yourself and being able to just regenerate, being able to group within yourself of your energy and time with others. So I honestly feel right away off the bat, this collective, you've been giving a lot of your time and your higher self is trying to tell you something new. Just don't feel guilty of taking a break, because I feel like you guys are just pushing, but then it's like you don't want to have that burnout too. So it's not, don't feel bad of being able to take that break, okay? And I'm gonna, like I said, from my personal experience, to tell you guys, I was always the one that felt guilty of overworking, over pushing myself and everything. And I eventually did burn out, and I had to really go into hermit mode to just hold on, let's recuperate ourselves and take everything balanced a day at a time, okay? So, what is your higher self wanting you to know right now? We also got Archangel Michael. So if you work with Archangel Michael, it will be a confirmation for this reading. If you don't know who Archangel Michael is, I suggest definitely read up on him. He is very strong energy, masculine energy, who will do what's needed for your journey. And once his trumpet blows, he could cause a tower moment. He could cause a lot of stuff, but for your good, for your own benefit. Okay, so it happens for a reason. Good thing, a good thing. Okay, you might not feel it in the moment, but it's a good thing. Okay, so we got that. So let's get into it. Please use your discernment. Like I said, with every reading, please use your discernment. And if you want to book a reading with yours truly, DM me. My DMs are open, and I will not personally ask you for a reading. Okay, that's not how I roll, and I'm not that type of reader that sugarcoats for you guys. I am here to be able to help you guys in your clarity and your guidance. So here you go. For what your higher self wants you to know right now, for this collective that's watching me, Spirit, their higher self, what is their higher self wanting them to know right now? Ace of Wands, straight away, definitely being able to take care of yourself, that nourishment. And Wands in tarot mean days. So definitely there is going to be something that's going to be coming up in a few days for this collective. Oh, we do have the Hierophant, which I do love that. Okay, upright. And then the Knight of Cups. So very much how I was saying about giving so much of your energy, so much of yourself with that Knight of Cups. And then where's that Ace of Cups, where you're also pouring into yourself? So this collective, you're having a hard time giving that break. Like I said, it's a break that you guys need to give to yourself at this time. And the Hierophant is definitely beautiful energy, very much in that boss energy, that willpower, that strong energetic flow of just knowing what to do for themselves, which we love. We love that, okay? But you definitely need to take time for yourself, okay? And then the Hangman. It's not there. How I always see the Hangman is, it's not there when there's a certain situation that is going to be coming into play. And like I said, the Hangman could get themselves, with the Hangman, you get yourself out of that situation. So you're stuck in a certain situation where you're giving too much to someone. You're giving too much effort into something that they're not reciprocating back, is what I'm getting for this collective. And also when it goes to your endeavors with business wise. So if you are pouring so much into your business and into where's that that reciprocation back? Where is the balance between that? And also balance within yourself to be able to work this situation out. Okay. But I do love this because the Hierophant, we get out of that situation too, with that, like how I said, the hangman is getting out of that situation. It's not there where you're like, oh, I can get out. Yes, you can. You could. You make the change for yourself. And then we have Knight of Swords here, which Swords is taking that charge, taking that leap of faith, which means that you guys are going to be taking that leap of faith, and you're not going to be stuck. You're not going to feel that drainage, that you're feeling so drained down within your energy. If that makes sense for this collective. Remember, don't make it fit if this is not how you're feeling right now. Okay, I always tell that to my collectives. If this isn't your reading, it's simply not your reading. This is whoever's energy that I'm, just trying to clarify, and I'm here to confirm how you're feeling, not to tell you how to feel. Okay, so moon deck, like I said, for clarity for your higher self. So listen to your intuition, being able to listen to your higher self, and knowing, that things are always going to be happening, but it's just having to have that balance, okay? Having that balance. And you're very close to achieving your goal for this collective. And adjustments are required. Like I said, adjustments are required. You have to have that balance between yourself and that reciprocation of where you're giving your time and energy to. Like I said, for this collective. And then it's time to take action. Time to take action at your own pace, at your own time. Nothing's yet in stone. If you are not making the changes, you're gonna be stuck. And I know this collective could get themselves unstuck. Okay. And then believe in the impossible. I always see this as believe that I'm possible. You're possible to. Remember, you're a powerful manifester. You create your own reality, and you could be able to get out of those situations in and out like this. Okay. Now, Archangel Michael messages. Let's see what Archangel Michael is wanting for your higher self to know at this time. And also listening to your intuition, following that guidance. So, and Archangel Michael, like I said, when there's a tower moment, he will make things just sweep everything. It could go to near-death experiences. It could go to anything that is very traumatic. He's doing it for you might not, like I said, you might not feel it good at that time, but it's happening for a reason, for your good sake, So I went like that for that collective for a reason. So you've probably had a near-death experience on that, and it's a truly awaken of like, why is this happening always to me? That dark night of the soul energy is what I'm getting for this collective. So you're truly awakening, and it's not easy to go through a dark night of soul. I'm telling you that right now. It is very difficult. I've been through so many dark night of the souls where it's just tower after, like, I've been through the fire and coming out of that fire, and they're not beautiful. They are very much figuring out your shadow and knowing, oh, this is happening to my life because of this reason. Oh, I gotta break this habit. A lot of that goes into play when you do shadow work, and that's something that I would love to go more into for this collective too. And anybody who wants to know how to work with your shadow work, going into your triggers, going into cycle repeats, everything on that, I could do a whole video on that if you guys would like that. So, admit the truth to yourself and act accordingly, which this is beautiful. And it says here, appreciate your support. Your prayer to Archangel Michael, if you guys would love to know about that. But admit your truth to yourself and act accordingly to your time and energy to others, which we will get more information on that card. But honestly, it's going to be how I was telling you guys. Ooh, look at that. He's ready. He had a lot come out there. Anything else? I'm going to take those other two. That's it. Shield yourself. So shield yourself from any negative energies. Anybody who is just not at that alignment right now where you're at. And focus upon divine and perfect health. So I wouldn't be like how this is so much to what I just said about somebody that had a really a passing, or someone that actually has gone through almost like a near-death experience. Like I said, it's confirmation for this. Don't make it fit, okay? I will get more into depth with this right now, so just give me a sec real quick. Okay, sorry. I don't know what the heck is on my shirt here. Anyways, we have shield yourself. This card indicates sensitive to energies and emotions. Confirmation with what I've been explaining to you guys. Archangel Michael is shielding you from harsh energy, but it's also important that you take the action steps to help with this endeavor. And literally what I was like, this is confirmation for you guys, okay? And avoid situations where anger or competition are expressed, and stay away from bars, pubs, other places where chemicals are abused, which attract lower energies, which is true. So if you're going through certain habits, like trying to stay sober, trying to break that cycle, trying to break certain patterns, literally with shadow work, it's literally what I'm saying about the dark night of the soul, that somebody is literally waking up to their self-awareness and seeing who you attract in and reflecting that off, honestly, because whoever we call in, it's a reflection on us. It's something that either what we have also within them, that also they reflect that back. So you have to turn the finger at yourself and be like, oh, this is why I've been, so it's a little, once you have that self-awareness, you're like, holy moly, what am I doing with my life? Why am I, no wonder this isn't working out. This is because how I've been behaving, how I've been portraying, or why is it that I treat people this way? Why is it that so it's a big light bulb moment. So it is a lot to handle, believe me. You just gotta take it a day at a time. Follow your natural inclinations, such as keeping to yourself, spending time with soft-spoken, gentle people, and then wear or carry protective crystal, which I highly suggest black obsidian, black tourmaline as well. Those two are perfect for keeping away from negative energies. You could also sleep one on the side of your bed too, so that you're protected while you're sleeping and astral projecting as well. You could also pray to Archangel Michael before you go to bed for his protection while you are sleeping in your dream state, astral projecting as well. That's what I do. And yeah. But also make sure you cleanse your black tourmaline or black obsidian, because it could still carry energy. So whenever you carry your crystal, you could carry it anywhere you want to. Just make sure you cleanse it every single day when you take it out, or do your affirmation with it, saying with this black obsidian or black tourmaline crystal, I am protecting myself from any negative energies that are while I'm going out for today, so mote it be. And that is done. Okay, so you can do that. Also, make sure that you're physically protected, including having up-to-date health insurance, an automobile that's in good working condition, and so forth. Use caution in dealing with the situation or relationship. Literally what I was just saying about with the near-death experience, and then also with, like I said, about within your health right now. And also with relationship wise, of if you're surrounded by someone who's toxic, and that you just need to get out of that situation, because you're just like, what is this, like, you're not into the chaos anymore. You're breaking free from that chaos. Why would you be with somebody who's toxic, who's doing this, who's codependent, who's not being reciprocated, who's just putting you in, that, all that stuff. So shield yourself from that. Shield yourself. And then focus upon divine and perfect health. Archangel Michael says that the key to a good health is to focus upon your well-being instead of on sickness or injury. You drew this card as a reminder to stay center of your desires, not your fears. And bodies react instantly to love and fear, so choose the former in the situation. Pour genuine affection into your blessings, into every cell. Visualize and expect perfect health for yourself and others. Speak to yourself and loved ones in terms of perfect health, affirming that all is well, which all will be well. And all is well, which I was saying about that near death, that experience. I honestly feel that somebody has been through that, and it's kind of like, I don't want to lose anybody, and I'm just don't have that fear. Really don't have that fear, because I know that is a very eye-opener to where you're like, oh my gosh, okay, what is it that like, it's happening for a reason for that, and you're awakening to your spiritual self too. And you'll notice improvement in your health. Follow your intuition regarding health and healing. Your life purpose involves healing. Make positive changes to your lifestyle. Use uplifting affirmations. Seek a second medical opinion. Okay? And then admit the truth to yourself and act accordingly. So, there's an important feeling that you've been trying to ignore, yet you might push it aside. This feeling urges you to be honest with yourself. Archangel Michael says that facing this truth will be healing and it will give you the direction and guidance you seek. So, what is it that you're ignoring right now within yourself? Especially because your higher self is trying to tell you, trying to warn you. And also, whenever, like, say you get anxiety with somebody, right? Say, like, once you meet somebody, you're getting like super anxious and everything. That's your body. You always should listen to your body. That's your body telling you, red flag, red flag. Don't even go near that person. It's not good right now. Listen to it. And there was moments, I'm going to tell you guys, there's moments where I felt like that with certain people. And then I'm just like, oh, I need to refrain my energy from that because I just let me just step aside. And then, and then there's also, like, say you see someone again or anything like that, but then you don't feel anxious because you're like, oh, well, I don't, the energy is good on my end, but then on their end, it might be different. It might be like, okay, well, it's not my time right now to be associating with them. Let me finish healing. Let me recuperate myself. And then when I see them, it's a different energy. So it just goes to show on how much you need to listen to your body and self, because believe me, it comes to show on that. And then you've tried to disregard your inner urging because you're worried about making life changes. This collective, you're worried about change, and change, if not now, then when? When is it that you're gonna get everything together? Your bad habits fixed up. Your the people you call in, to be the one pointing back the finger, like, oh, wait, this was my fault because I was acting this way towards this person, or I was doing this and X, Y, and Z, whatever, right? And it goes to show, man, like, oh, I need to change up my life because look at what's been happening. I'm living in such chaotic mess that I am not aligned to, and waking up that inner knowing. And it's scary. It is scary. And let me tell you guys, it's that kundalini where you're like, oh my gosh, like I'm going like psycho or whatever. It's that type. Once you awaken to this journey, you might, like, the people are going to be like, well, why do you think that way? Or who cares what they think? First off, society, 85% society, they don't understand that because they're still stuck in the rat race. They're still stuck in trying to make everything, to everybody's people pleasing, seeking validation. You don't do that. When you awaken your inner knowing, there's just so much that you are seeing around everybody. You catch on everything, any little detail. Once you're awakened to the journey, you're like, holy, like, wait a minute, what is going on? You're seeing angel numbers. You're seeing, like, and especially when it's a twin flame divine connection. However, I don't like to put a label on my twin journey or whatever, but my divine journey, whatever. I don't like to put a label on it, but once you start going into that with who you're connected with, or who you feel like, man, like there's just something about this person that's a twinnie, or like that. I'll go more into that to another reading. But for this collective, once you see angel numbers, once you're already in that universal frequency of like opening up your mind and opening up more into what is it that I need to do? What is it that I'm seeing this for a reason? Why is it that I'm aligned to this person, but then, like, wait, I'm acting this way, but I need to change that because I'm not this way. Like, it happens, and then you end up losing friends or losing people because it just goes to show that's a dark night of the soul too, when you're going through a kundalini. And if you want to know more about a kundalini awakening, I could tell you how I went through that too, and then got to where I am needed to be today. And it's a really like wake up call with knowing your self-awareness and your inner knowing of like, holy moly, what am I've been doing within my life the whole time? Like, I needed to change this, I needed to change that, I needed to do more learning and growing and healing. We're forever learning and growing and healing in this journey. And the most important thing about this journey is patience. Patience. And let me tell you, I was not the type of person that had patience until this journey that I had to really go within, go within myself and be able to relearn how to parent myself, teaching me more within my self-love and self-care, and pouring in to myself and not being an overgiver anymore, being able to balance out my divine masculine, divine feminine energy as well, being in union within myself in order to be able to, you know, have that reciprocation, and being vulnerable too. There's just so much that I've learned in this journey, and I'm telling you guys for a reason. So this is for somebody who is definitely waking up to this whole spiritual world. And let me tell you, you're not alone. There's so many I would say creators, so many spiritual people like me, but I see myself as a, you know, just a regular person, without title, whatever, on it. But being able to, that you're waking up, and a lot of people are waking up to like their self-awareness, wanting to know what the heck is 111, why am I seeing 111, why am I seeing 444, why am I seeing angel numbers, or why am I seeing this person's like just different things, right? So yeah. For this collective, oh my gosh, I know we went to a whole, I'm probably gonna have to break this up into 2 parts for this, but actually 3 parts. But like I said, heal, or Archangel Michael reassures you that he is guiding you and making sure that your needs are met and your relationships stay healthy. Exactly what I've been saying for this collective. And heal or leave an unhealthy situation, which I honestly feel that somebody is stuck in a unhealthy, toxic relationship that's not serving them no more, because they don't want to be in that. They don't want to be in that chaos or think that that was healthy. That was not healthy. Why would you think that's healthy? And literally, as somebody who was going through that within my journey, that I had to really like, hold on, what was I thinking of doing this over and over? And then that fire had to lit up my booty to be like, I gotta get out and heal, go within. And I, you know, that's what I've been doing for myself and my healing journey. And, you know, being able to love myself again, being able to know that I am the one that completes me, and that whoever comes into my life again, or whoever, you know, they are a complement to your happiness. You create your own happiness for this collective, okay? And I'm saying you guys from the bottom of my heart on that, okay? And I could go more further into what my journey is, where I'm at now, like I said. But anyways, don't compromise. Face your fears and hold loving thoughts about yourself in this situation, okay? I know this was a lot for this collective, but I know it's a dark night of the soul. It's an awakening for you guys, and I just feel so much that you guys are just like wanting to just, oh yes, I want to know about this, I want to know about that, why is it that I'm seeing this, why is it that this is repeating, why, like there's just so much that you guys are wanting to know in this. And also, if you're a divine masculine in this journey, you are 6 months behind your divine feminine, so the person you're connected with soul contract wise, who is in the, like, where you're like, man, why is it that I keep thinking about this person so much, or why is it that I'm so just heavily connected that I feel just this, like there's just some sort of reason why I'm so like drawn to their energy. Soul contract wise, because your inner knowing in your soul knows lifetime after lifetime that you guys have been together in those lifetimes, and it's to make it right this time as a divine counterparts. But I could go more into that on another time, and also tell you guys about my journey on that note. But for this collective, you're gonna be okay. Dark night of the soul is not an easy thing to go through. I'm telling you that right now. And if you want to know more about that, and you're waking up, like I said, you guys are literally waking up into the highest, best version of yourself. And it's just following that intuition, following your gut feeling, and listening to the universe and knowing what's to come. Let it unfold. Surrender to the divine. Surrender to whoever you pray to, if you don't, source, God, whoever it is. Surrender and just watch how things unfold. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Okay? So, bye guys.